Alright, let's open up our reference layer once more and let's take a look at what we need to do next. We're going to create this on sale text and then create this see all button really quickly. Let's use our guides and drag these out. And let's also zoom in. I'm going to go in all the way to 500 so we can see things really well. Now I'm going to scroll up, I'm going to scan around, find my on sale, grab my move tool and make sure these guides are perfect. There we go. Drag this down here. And this will give me the corner that I need to put that in. And I'm going to grab another guide and drag it right to the top here. Can't seem to get the top. Let's turn off snap. Excuse me. There we go. Perfect. And we'll grab this horizontal one. There we go. Now we can go ahead and hide this reference layer. We know it needs to go here. On sale text and see all. Excuse me. So let's hide this. Let me look one more time really quickly. Alright, great. So the on sale is going to go right here. Let's create a text layer. Alright, and this is going to say on, well, we know why that's not showing up. It's white, so let's change it to black. On sale. Great. Now that looks a little big compared to the reference layer. It is. So let's make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to say from 65, let's go down to 55 pixels. That's better. And we're just going to drag it right next to our guides. And that should be perfect. Now let's go over and create our button. Now I'm going to look at the reference really quick to see just exactly. So it's going to start right here in this corner. And let's open our reference and drag one more guide so we know how far to go to the right and how far we need to go down. That's perfect. And let's hide our reference again. Now we've done this before. We're going to use our rounded rectangle tool. And we're going to start right here in this corner. I have 10 pixels selected as my radius. This should be just fine. And I have the green 4 color selected right now. So let's, nope, I didn't get it in the corner. So I'm going to hit Control Command Z, undo. Let's turn snap back on. There we go. And that should be perfect. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to show you guys a trick really quick. We've done this before. Let's open up our reference and I'm going to zoom into 1500 pixels. Excuse me. This way we're close enough in here and we can see this button really up close and we can tell that this is 3 pixels, the outline of this box or this button. So let's zoom back out to 500. Okay, now we can hide our reference again. We know how many pixels we need to modify this. So we're going to come up here. Sorry, before that, let's come to our rounded rectangle tool and name this. And we're going to call this, let's say again, we'll call it see all. See all. Okay, and we're going to hold Control and hover over the icon in here. And this, we know what this is going to do. Yep, it's going to get our marching ants around the object. That's perfect. And we remember we need to modify this and contract it by 3 pixels. So 3 pixels, okay. Let's come up here and we're going to need to rasterize this layer. Whenever something doesn't work, go ahead and rasterize a layer and you should be able to edit it. And we're going to come over here to shape. Now select delete. Perfect. Now we have that button shape. We just need to add a little bit of text to the middle. So let's hit Control Command D to deselect. Grab our text tool and drag this out. And this is going to say see all. Drag that so it's bigger. This is far too big, so I'm going to highlight all of it. And let's make this 50 pixels. Okay, perfect. Drag this to the middle. That looks about right. And let's see what color it is. It's a light green. It almost looks lighter than the background color we used. So let's use this copy it. Alrighty, and let's hide our reference again. And let's change see all color overlay, and we're just gonna paste that color. Alright, and let's go ahead and zoom out. And one more. Okay, so there, we've recreated the on sale text and the see all button almost perfectly. One last thing, if you notice, this is actually gray, the background is. Let's grab our eyedropper tool and select the gray right here. It's F7, 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 Control C. All right, and let's hide our reference again. Let's come back down to background, and let's change the background color. Okay, so I selected color overlay. Let's grab the color that it changed and paste the color. So now we have that gray background. And we can finally move on to something a little more exciting here, the actual Udemy courses elements. And that's going to be a little bit more fun. We're going to mess around with some smart objects and create almost little mock-ups. Before we start doing that, make sure we have everything cleaned up. So I'm going to hide the reference, and you can see that the see all button, the on sale text, the featured text, they're all in this top bar, which is not what we want. We want this to be in its own separate folder. So let's create a new folder. Sorry, a new group. And we'll call this top content. Now I'm just going to drag this outside just below the reference. And I'm going to come down here and grab everything that I want to go in there. So I'm going to select see all, the text. And now I'm just going to hold Control and click whatever else is going to go up there. So we're going to grab Control, we'll grab this layer, which is our box or our button, and we'll grab on sale. And those are the only three things we need. So with those all selected, grab one of them and drag it up. And when you hold it over this group, if you hold it above, you can tell that it's going to go above, and it kind of makes space below. If you hold it below, we're going to hold it directly on it. There, and it's going to drop it into this folder. And we know that because if we minimize it, it all disappears. Let's minimize this. There, now we have a lot more organized workspace, and let's try to keep doing that as we go through.